What's your name?
My name's Alonzo,
Alonzo. Where are you from?
Northern Virginia.
Nova.
Yes.
And where are you from? What's your name?
My name's Anna. I'm from Pittsburgh.
Anna from Pittsburgh. Look at this, man. This is just so awesome. Dude, life just keeps getting better. So for the first time in the United States, the number of Americans who identify as white has declined in a particular decade. And white Americans will soon be a minority. White Americans are a minority in many places, like in California, compared to Americans of color. So, all black and brown people, all right? That's pretty big. Like, her peeps are gonna soon be, which are my peeps, right, are soon gonna be in the minority. I'm like, I'm gonna wanna know, like, to white people, like, what? I got 100 questions. What questions do you have for her about that? About how she sees that, thinks about it, whatever it is.
Is that like something that's on your mind?
Not daily, I don't think so.
Dude, that's an awesome opening question, by the way. See, it's just wide open. And when you get her, she didn't give you a lot on that. So then you're like, oh shit, she didn't give me anything. First off, it was a closed-ended question. So you want to open that question up so that she can't answer it with a yes or a no. But that was a really nice opening question.
Okay. Well, first, have you heard of this, statistically happening?
I feel like I've heard a little bit of it, especially by right-leaning people on Twitter and everything. They try to say oh, well, white people are going to be the minority, things like that.
Like the Great Replacement, I think is what it's called, right?
What was that?
The Great Replacement, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, shit.
See,
yeah.
Black people are on this, man. You know what I mean, Anna? White people, we think like we got it down, but a lot of stuff goes over our head. But people are paying attention, my friend. All right, go ahead, Alonzo. Sorry about that.
Can you elaborate on certain I guess fears that you've seen associated with this happening?
Dude, that is awesome. That is such a cool question.
I don't know. I feel like the fears associated with it are very they're pretty racist undertones and everything, because I feel like a lot of white people are afraid that they're going to be treated like how white people have treated minorities, and they're afraid that it's going to the switch is going to flip on them, and that it's too late or something.
You consider yourself left-leaning, I presume?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess what is it that doesn't make you have those fears, or as much, or as any?
Right. That's a good question. I don't know, because the world has so many different kinds of people, and I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I don't know how to get into the mind of someone that has those kind of fears. I don't know. I personally don't have them. I don't know.
Do you experience being in a minority on a non-racial way, in your life?
Probably just being a girl sometimes. I don't know. That's my closest, I think, answer to that.
Okay, hang on. We're going to flip it. Anna, you ask him a question now, because he has his own experience of this, right?
Okay.
Go ahead and ask him a couple questions.
Well, how do you feel about it?
That?
Yeah.
It doesn't really affect me like that.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that I don't think that in terms of an economics or in economic status or socioeconomic status that's really getting crazy in terms of white people dwindling, which I think that's very important because again Archin I think said socioeconomic status is very important when you're being discriminated against.
Yeah. Can I just ask you this? What do you think about white people?
That's loaded.
Dude.
That's loaded.
Dude, awesome, man. God.
it's like on one hand, it's like I feel bad because it's like, man, it's like you gotta like tiptoe a lot, you know? You can't like say stuff like I could say something like, yeah, I'm racist. Like you can't just say that, you know what I'm saying? And I can like joke around about it, and you know. On the other hand, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, because I kind of like grew up around like, or being a minority. So I'm kind of used to seeing like a lot of white people. I mean, I grew up in a primarily Asian community, but like seeing white people was never like, unless I watched like Roots with my mom or something, then it's like, man, you know? But other than that, like, yeah, other than the AFAM classes I've taken here, you know, like, I don't know, there's not much of an opinion. I mean, it's like, y'all are cool, y'all are not cool, like, just like everybody else.
Do you ever feel like any like white person in your life or around you kind of, I don't know, like tokenizes you at all?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Do you have a follow-up question?
I don't think so.
Come on.
How?
Better yet, here's a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Hang on. Better way to say it. What does that look like?
What does that look like?
Like being a token. Well, yeah, like growing up, I was a big nerd, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, you know, I wasn't that represented. You know, black nerds were not that represented. I'm glad they are kind of more so now with, you know, groups like RDC World being like popular and saying stuff. You know, like, oh, he got caught in 4K. That's them. You know what I'm saying? That's culture right there. So I'm glad that like, you know, black nerds can be represented in a lot more ways. But even so, it's not that as ubiquitous as I would like it to be. So it's like I get tokenized all the time in that regard.
Dude, black nerds on the fly, man. Awesome. Dude, great questions. Your questions, the two of you asked some amazing questions. Once again, thanks. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, man. Hey, yeah, thanks. Yeah.